What is up, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and today we have some not so awesome news mixed in with some good news at the very end. So Castlevania has been announced. Yes, a brand new Castlevania game for the iOS. We also have a Dark Souls Remastered delay on the Nintendo Switch, but then, like I said, finishing off with some good news with Octopath Traveler. Got some new character reveals and a brand new trailer as well, so let's go ahead and get right into this. And we are starting off with Konami, and only something that Konami would do to its users out there. And yes, Castlevania is back, but it's back on the iOS. Castlevania Grimoire of Souls has been announced for just iOS, not even Android yet, just iOS. So the signups for the Japanese closed beta, there's going to be that as well. So Konami has announced Castlevania Grimoire of Souls, a new action game entry in the Castlevania series for the iOS devices. A release date was not announced. Now, users with the iOS device can sign up for a Japanese closed beta test. If you go to the link in the description below, selected testers will be contacted via email around mid-May. So here's an overview of the game, because the most unfortunate thing about this is because it actually looks pretty cool. So here's the story. So a future where Count Dracula has been completely destroyed, it seemed like eternal peace came upon the world. However, a single letter delivered to Genra Arikado tried to put an end to the peaceful era. In order to verify the meaning of the words written in the letter, the Grimoire has run wild and Count Dracula will be resurrected. Genra heads off towards the letter's sender. So you have some systems that are in the game, accelerating battles where up to 4 players can cooperate, strengthen your favorite character, and take on the powerful enemies that block your path forward. You have real-time co-op around the world, resurrect the dead with soul resurrection, 4-player co-op boss rush, a 4 versus 4 competitive mode. Oh my gosh. Beautiful graphics, music from previous entries in the Castlevania series. You can use heroes from previous entries in the Castlevania series. It seems like the curtain rises on a new Castlevania story, evolved and exhilarating action. And then it goes over some of the characters from Genra. Then you have Lucy and other characters like Alucard, Simon, Charlotte, Shanoa, and Maria will be playable in the game or in the game as well. And this is just unfortunate because this actually looks like a really good Castlevania game, and I don't know what Konami is doing. I really do not know what Konami is doing. Like, having this to be on the iOS devices first, this is where you want to put Castlevania on. I just don't understand exactly what they're doing. But let's go ahead and let's try to break this down. Like, the gamer in me says that, but let's go ahead and let's look at the other side. Probably business, right? When it comes to iOS and all of that, you can release games cheaper than you can on, like, let's say Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One. The licensing fees, whatever you need to do. You can also monetize your players a lot more because of microtransactions, and all of that is actually more accepted in the iOS space and the smartphone space and all that. You can do like the free-to-play type of deal and then charge for, like, I don't know, drinking health potions or stuff like that. So I think that's where Konami's going within this. Now, do I like that? Heck no. I don't like that at all. I mean, this really just kind of grinds my gears just a bit, because I know this is the reason why they're bringing this to iOS first. I mean, look, we still could get console versions. It might be something that they might port down the line. We don't really know. I mean, I thought that there would be a new Castlevania game coming, and I was right about that because they had the Castlevania Netflix series and all that stuff. But for right now, I'm wrong when it comes to systems, because I thought that it would come to Nintendo Switch or to traditional consoles. So hopefully this gets ported over, just because it's ARM. I mean, it's right there on iOS. Why not just put it out on the Nintendo Switch if you can? This would be huge on the Switch. Everyone would buy this game on the Switch, or at least all Castlevania fans that have a Nintendo Switch would buy this game. So I know that Konami knows that there's a business opportunity in order to get this game out on other platforms. So I'm hopeful that we'll get like a Nintendo Switch reveal, and maybe they just want to do this whole co-op multiplayer thing, iOS type of stuff first, but then we get a reveal at E3. I know Nintendo's approached them about this game. Nintendo has had to approach them. If they approached them about bringing back Bomberman, I know they approached them about this game. So I'm hopeful that this could come to Nintendo Switch later down the line. Maybe we get a reveal at E3 2018, or maybe we get a reveal at a Nintendo Direct, but this would be absolutely hype because it actually looks like a good game. But I don't want to play on my phone using touch controls and stuff like that, and I don't even have an iOS device. It is what it is right now, guys. We'll wait and see in terms of more information, more platforms, more details. But what do you guys think about this when it comes to this new Castlevania game? Are you guys going to pick it up on iOS if you have an iOS device? Do you want to see it on other platforms? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next topic here, we do have a delay for Dark Souls Remastered on the Nintendo Switch. The amiibo that was announced with Dark Souls Remastered has also been delayed to this summer as well. So both of them, the game and also the amiibo, were delayed to summer. So here is the official statement from Bandai Namco. So the Nintendo Switch version of Dark Souls Remastered will be pushed back to summer 2018, as well as the Solaire of Astora amiibo. We apologize for the delay, but rest assured the extra time will improve your journey to Lordaeron. So the PC, PS4, and Xbox One versions are still coming on May 25th, 2018, because all of those are pretty much the same with x86. So they're still going to be able to deliver on those versions of the game. But it's unfortunate for the Nintendo Switch version because a lot of people were really anticipating that one with the amiibo. And of course, the first time that Dark Souls has ever been on a Nintendo platform. First time the Dark Souls franchise has ever been playable anywhere that you want on a portable device as well. So it's very unfortunate, but at the same time, I think that if they needed to take more time to delay the game in terms of the Switch version, then do it. If this game would have came out and there would have been issues and bugs and glitches and all these problems compared to the other versions of the game, then people would have had a really big problem, and then it would have probably just been worse. So I'd rather have the delay and make sure the game is set. Now, some people have expressed concern because the game is coming out summer, and summer is packed with a ton of different games. You got Blaze Blue, Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. You have Octopath Traveler, Crash Bandicoot. I mean, there's just so much stuff coming out, but there's so much stuff coming out in May anyway, too. You know, you have Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, you have Donkey Kong Country, you have Street Fighter, you have Mega Man in terms of the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 coming out in May as well. So there's just a ton of stuff coming out in May, like so many different games. And April's looking pretty good too. You have Naruto, then you also have South Park as well coming out. So it's like people are going to be playing a ton of games anyway. So I don't really think it matters when it comes out, just as long as it's a good game. I think people will pick it up. It's cheap enough to where people will just be like, all right, maybe I'll just wait for it. It's not like it's going to be still 60 bucks while the other versions are like way cheaper at that time. It's still $40. So while the delay does suck, for me it's just like, you know, I'm not the biggest Dark Souls fan out there. So that's just my own personal take. I know a lot of you guys really love the game and everything, and we're looking forward to playing it, but you probably want to get a good experience if you're going to get it on the Nintendo Switch. And if it bothers you enough, if you have a PS4, Xbox One, or PC, you can just get it on those systems. So that's my thought process on it. I want a good version of the game. I don't want a buggy, glitchy version where people can complain and say, oh, well, I'm not going to buy it. Nobody's going to buy this. I want a good version of the game. And if they have to take a little bit more time to polish the Nintendo Switch version, they take a little bit more time to polish the Nintendo Switch version. It's not like there's anything we can do about it anyway. So what do you guys think about this delay here? Are you planning on picking up the game on PS4, Xbox One, or PC now? Are you going to wait for the Switch version, or are you just not going to get it at all? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the final topic here. We have Octopath Traveler. The April overview trailer is here, and they're introducing a hunter. I don't know how to say the name correctly. It's Haanint. Is it Hanat? Hanit? I'm not exactly sure. We also have a thief named Therion as well. So this trailer is hype. You got some awesome new moves from these new characters. So let's go and get into the topic here. So following an overview trailer in March, Square Enix has released a new overview trailer for Octopath Traveler in April. The April trailer introduces a hunter character, Therion, a thief, as well as a noble and rogue field commands. Tressa can buy items from townspeople, while Therion can steal items. And hopefully I'm saying those names right. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing them, guys. Plus, there's also sub-stories as well that they talked about. So Octopath Traveler is due out for the Nintendo Switch worldwide on July 13th. You guys are checking out the trailer here. What more can I say about this game? This game, Octopath Traveler, is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I think it's going to be one of the highest rated games on the Nintendo Switch. I think a lot of people are going to go out there and pick it up. There are some really cool things that are going on with this game, and shoutouts to my boy Stealth for revealing something kind of cool about this game. So if you line up the first letters of each of the names in all of the different characters that you can use, it spells out Octopath. So that's actually something that I didn't notice, and I probably would have never noticed until someone actually mentioned it. So that's actually really cool as well. I mean, just a little bit cheesy, but at the same time, it's still cool that they put that in there. So far, in terms of all the characters that I've seen, I think Primrose is still my favorite in terms of kind of her story and what she goes through and how she gets out of it and what happens. But I think that some of these other stories are going to be pretty cool too. This hunter looks awesome as well. The thief looks good. Playing as a thief is always kind of cool in games in terms of what you can do and what they can do in the game and how they look in the designs. They always have some pretty cool designs for like the ninja or the thieves in the game. So I'm excited to play through all the different characters. I'm excited to combine them and see what powers they can do. It just looks like it's shaping up just to be that classic experience that I've been looking for the past 10, 15 years, right? When was the last time that we've gotten a classic experience like this made made modern, made new for the new generations. Pretty much since the 7th gen, we haven't gotten anything like that. Now, I know there's been some games that have tried to come back and do things, but in terms of an HD game that's borrowing the essence of all of these classic games, but also has the visual cues, the visual style, and not Lost Sphere. Like, Lost Sphere looks so silly compared to this game. I Am Setsuna looks so silly compared to Octopath Traveler, and they were trying to recapture the Chrono Trigger essence, and graphically, they didn't at all. Graphically, it just looks like a really bad game graphically when it comes to Lost Sphere and I Am Setsuna. And I know that there's people that like that style of game in terms of how it looks, but Octopath Traveler truly captures the essence and the gameplay of the old school Super Nintendo RPGs way better than those games ever did. And that's why millions of people are excited about Octopath Traveler, played the demo, pre-ordering the game, getting the special edition, and not as many people did that with Lost Sphere and I Am Setsuna. I'm really not trying to put down those games too much, but I just want to make sure that Square Enix knows if you're going to bring back that style, if you want to attract those old school gamers that played those games, this is what you have to do. You have to put a decent effort into it, and you can't make it look the way that that game looks in terms of the Unity engine and everything with those games. You can't do it. You got to do it the way Octopath is doing it and get the developers that know how to do it that way. So awesome to see. Cannot wait to play Octopath Traveler. It's looking amazing, looking like one of the best RPGs for the year. So I'm excited to see how it goes down this July. So what do you guys think about Octopath Traveler, in addition to Dark Souls Remastered being delayed on the Nintendo Switch, and also the Castlevania game that's so far not coming to other systems, coming to iOS? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of players across the internet, in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.